Let's put Mrs. Mercado on the line.
Say hello.
Bian of Cavite also is Miss Mercado first. Okay, but I'll give you the floor. Sorry,
That's okay, so that we just get this over with.
Yes.
Hello, hi to Ina and Iya. Iya has been saying hello to the radio. She thought, she thought I could hear her. But hello, Iya, and hello, Ina, and I hope you're having a pleasant afternoon. So back to Nicole.
Okay, let's put Mrs. Mercado on the line because she called earlier. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Mrs.
I love
Mercado.
your voice.
I'm down now.
You're down? You sound sexy though.
Okay, that's good. No, learning or knowledge is very important to us, especially for our country, di ba? Because even up to now, we see that our leaders are still studying their lessons.
That's true.
And it's not fair because dapat alam na nila yung homework nila.
Totoo yan.
Sila umupo, di ba? Hindi yung training ground or learning ground para sa kanila. That's really not so fair. So bottom line is, I'm pasaway, yeah? Because when I was in high school, I also went against the tide in the sense that if everybody wanted to be mischievous or finding friends or going to school just to do something else, I hope this could help, no? That it's a place really where you're supposed to learn.
Yes.
Okay? The different subjects. Ngayon, kung hindi mo kaya yung math, physics, algebra, or whatever, well, then not everybody's mathematically inclined, no?
Akala ko po, Mrs. Mercado, sasabihin niyo kung hindi mo kaya yung math, physics, algebra, whatever, tumakbo ka para
para presidente. Well, anyway. Yeah, which is true. I think most of them don't know how to add. That's why they don't know what to do with our money.
Yes.
Okay,
sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead, Ms. Mercado. You're going on a great train of thought.
This is nice. And then when you go to college, because after college, you have to find a job. So then again, you go to college not for hanky-panky or anything, but to really know a particular skill that when you get out, you're going to be able to fight your way through life as a winner and not as a loser. But then, see, all of these values of focus and attention is not taught to us, not even in the family. We become brats or we are neglected to just walk around town. Ano mapupulot mo dyan, no? So, I'm teaching the children, remember?
Yes, that's 3 children.
But ang sinasabi ko sa kanila, how come I'm teaching the same things sa inyo as compared to the school? Why do you listen to me? Or why are you learning reading now? And sabi nila, because I explained to them the meaning.
Yes.
And how to focus kahit ang gulo-gulo ng classroom na nag-aaway sila o mainit. Just go sit there and absorb because after the day's work, you get out at 6 in the morning and get back at noon, you learned nothing. What's the big deal complaining? You know?
That's what you were saying before, no? No matter what experience you're having in school, even though it's not such a great educational experience for you, try to find the opportunity in it and get what you can out of it. Because anyway, you're stuck with it.
Well, I found out the teacher wasn't so bad. Because I would ask really what the teacher taught, and this time the children would be able to express themselves. So nakita ko, hindi naman siya masama. Maingay lang kayo, kaya nahihilo siya. Okay, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Mrs. Mercado. Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. That was great to hear from Mrs. Mercado, Francine. Bian's been waiting for a few minutes also, so let's put him on first.
Hello?
Hello? Hi, Bian.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us now? No?
A bit, yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Nicole mentioned something really important. The movie The Adjustment Bureau.
Yes.
My sister saw it. I haven't. But she tells me it's pretty good quality naman.
You know what? Yes, we were gonna talk about the Adjustment Bureau. Doesn't look like we're gonna have a whole lot of time to really talk about it. But so, Francine, I invite you back next week to talk about just a whole hour on the Adjustment Bureau.
I really want to discuss something important about the movie.
Okay.
That my sister told me. I don't want to give any spoilers to the listeners because you're going to discuss that next week.
No, it's okay. We'll discuss some of it today anyway. I mean, just go ahead. Spoil it.
Ang important, we're talking about learning lessons, and ang importanting lesson we should take away from the movie, from a technical aspect, is good script writing.
Yes.
I think you'd agree. And
I agree.
Relating to education,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really disappointed with the state of Philippine movies and the state of Philippine TV.
Mm-hmm.
There was actually a study by Harvard psychologists that watching soap operas,
Mm-hmm.
no offense to any of the ladies out there who are listening, can actually cause your IQ to drop.
I believe that.
And seeing
What about
this,
the male? Does it double the loss of IQ?
No, I mean, my dad says that he'll kill me if he catches me or my sister watching that stuff. So we never watch that
Yeah.
stuff kasi
Okay.
sabi niya kasi it's mental pollution.
Mm-hmm.
My mom though watches, so sabi niya layuan niyo na lang yung nanay ninyo.
Okay.
But that's neither here nor there. Hindi siguro yung importanteng lesson na gusto ko lang itumbukin, yung people, especially Philippine directors, keep on giving this BS that the reason why we can't make good films is palagi na lang tayong kulang sa budget.
Mm-hmm.
With respect naman, hindi ganun. Hindi mo kailangan na maraming pera to make a good film. In fact, the Philippines has a very, very healthy indie film industry.
It does actually.
And the indie films, kahit sobrang simple ng storya niya, mapapaisip ka kasi they really are thought-provoking.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly though, the mainstream still caters to the base needs of the masses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's about catering to the base needs of the masses dahil kailangan mong ibaba yung sarili mo sa pangunawa ng masa. Bagkos dapat itaas mo yung pangunawa ng masa at itaas mo yung kaisipan nila. What I'm saying here is that Philippine literary culture is stagnating. In film festivals abroad, palagi na lang ang nananalong Philippine entries are poverty porn. I'm not saying that they are porn movies. Poverty porn meaning they satirize or they simply revolve around the poverty in our country, which is really depressing. Hindi ba tayo pwedeng gumawa ng isang telenovela or series or movie na medyo thought-provoking naman? Medyo siguro mahirap gayahin yung A Game of Thrones sa HBO. Pero yung kayang The Godfather tuloy, The Sopranos o kaya Boardwalk Empire, yun hindi naman mahal gawin. Hindi kaya
So
pwede
the Acro Gang, something like that.
hindi kaya pwede nating gawing template yun.
You know, I think
Okay.
as far
Sorry, go ahead, Francine.
Yeah.
I think, writing is requires a kind of creative skills, insightful skills before you can come up with a good storyline and a good script. And our they go together. Our scripts are very trite and sometimes I think that's what we lack.
They
that kind
revolve
of
around stupid archetypes like rich boy falls in love with poor girl, rich girl falls in
Well, they're
love
very
with...
formulaic, and they have been since there's really been a trend towards the films being really, really formulaic since
And
the
there's
80s.
Why is there this stupid archetype here in the Philippines called love teams? My sister could not understand that. Sabi, bakit sila lang palagi? I mean,
money talks. That's just it.
yeah, I think is the problem simply that we have crappy writers or that our culture has not matured enough? I mean, I would like to think that we have talented writers na I think tamad lang talaga na gumawa ng something na, alam mo yun, tamad lang talaga na gumawa ng something na believable. And it's a reflection of our educational system as well, alam mo yun. If our educational system was doing its job properly, we'd actually have competent writers who are mature enough to write something decent, and we'd have a population who was mature enough to appreciate something decent.
Well, I'll venture to say here, Bian, also that, in terms of our educational system and how it affects, let's say, our screenwriters or script writers and the movies that we churn out or the films or books or any kind of art or literary endeavor that we churn out as Filipinos, even if we have talented and brilliant people here, on one level they have to feed themselves. Just like in terms of the science and all the sciences and all of that, there's a brain drain. You go abroad. The people who write well here, they'll go abroad or do something else because it's not that profitable to be in movies, or it's there are some really great people, really really intelligent people, but they can't sort of, they don't even feel a need to break into the industry, because for them, what's the point? It's run by other people who are churning out things they don't even want to be associated with. Like they'll write a book, but they want the book to be published abroad, or they'll write it because they want to write it, but it's not necessarily commercial material. And so there's also brain drain when it comes to the arts. And then in terms of, you mentioned earlier about churning out movies, para sa masa, ganyan, and to elevate the masses. Actually, I think the masa is much more intelligent than what the producers are, how the producers are perceiving them and portraying them to be. If you give them good films, they will watch them. They will dish out the money to buy them. They will learn from it. They will appreciate the films. And I think it can not only elevate them, but I think the Filipinos are much more intelligent. But we just take it. The problem with us is we tolerate it. We take it. Oh, that's the movie that's out, so let's watch it. The Metro Manila Film Festival is coming out. There's a horror, there's a comedy, it's BS. Fine, we'll just take it. So,
And the actors themselves, alam mo yun, here in the Philippines, you have to learn how to sing, to dance, and to act. But the problem
thankfully, I can do all of that. Anyway, I'm sorry.
You can run for politics.
Yeah.
Kasi ang problema lang kasi doon, they are jacks of all trade but masters of none.
True.
Diba? In the US, kung artista ka. Kung senior ka. Yung sometimes there are triple threats katulad ni Anne Hathaway, yung actress from The Princess Diaries, who can sing, act, and do all of that stuff. Pero bihira yun. And can you please explain this to me, Nicole, before I put down the phone?
Sure.
Kasi you're a woman and you can see. Why is it that in Philippine films, in order for an actress to make it really big, she has to show off skin?
You know what? I don't understand. Well, because I think it's the industry's traditionally been run by men. And in our culture, we have...
Hindi naman lahat ng lalaki ganun, but...
Oh, maybe you're
Majority
different.
are.
In our culture, there is a underlying sexism, and there's the eye of the director, the eye of the script writer, and they project this onto the eye of the audience when they look at the film. They always want the woman or the Filipino woman to be sexy, stripped, vulnerable. Oh man, you can, it's all these underlying things that they want to show that they, maybe unwittingly, maybe they're not even aware of it, but they want to still portray us as vulnerables to keep us in a certain place within society, or keep us in our place.
Another observation naman ng kapatid ko, we don't have any chubby or slightly plump sexy stars.
Yeah, they always have to be funny, no? If they're chubby or fat, they always have to be funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
that's true for Hollywood too.
And we don't have any chubby or plump models. When my dad paints nudes, kasi my dad's an artist as well, gusto niya yung matataba. Kasi ang sabi niya, ang tawag daw doon in art is Rubenesque. Kasi si Rubin, yung Dutch artist na si Rubin, yun ang gusto niya. Kasi hindi talaga magandang i-paint ang mga payat na nude. Kasi they are all sharp angles and yung parang dull curves. So my dad really wants, when he's painting nudes, kasi when he needs a nude model, he wants a Rubenesque beauty. Hindi naman yung obese, pero someone who's a bit more plump than normal. So
I understand.
Yeah, sorry for taking up so much of your time.
No, that's okay, Bien.
Okay. Bye-bye. God bless.
God bless. Thanks for calling, Bien. So how do you feel about that, Francine? How do you feel about that?
I also have a bone to pick with the Philippine movie industry, actually. And
Me too.
As far as education is concerned, educating the masses are concerned, and raising the standards.
And, I know we're not going to get to the bottom of the Adjustment Bureau today because it doesn't look like you have enough time. But I will say, Bien mentioned the script writing is great. It actually, I was going to say, the movie it's not like it's going to win Oscars for this or that. But my God, it really had a message. And the script writing, the writing was amazing, fantastic. And I want to tell also people out there that, this is also the reason why, if you're going to go out and get the film and watch it, do not support piracy as much as you can.
Just download from the net.
No, because, if you do not give the film industry, if you don't pay the writers enough, the actors enough, the technical people, the sound engineers and all of that, okay, for the 100 crappy movies that Hollywood or whatever churns out, there's one that's really good that can change your life and that really shows the best of us as human beings. And it's portrayed by people who can really act the part. So please, try to just do your best not to support piracy, because if you want everything for free, you're just gonna end up getting propaganda. Just like what the mainstream media and movie film industry here is doing now. Okay, I'm gonna keep quiet and we're gonna go into a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned to etc, 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 right here on DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines.